Okay. So I just recorded a video without sound, so I'm doing it again. Hey guys, it's Morgan. I guess you can call me Girly359 if you want to, but the reason why I wanted to make this video is because my grandma suggested that I make a video dedicated to my autism. And she's right, I need to. I don't have very many videos out there. I have a ton of boring videos that need to be taken down and all that aspect because it's time. And the reason being is because I have come a long way from making videos. I mean, I know how to, take a video and cut it and all that stuff and edit it and all that. I don't have editing software and I don't have a good camera to put on a tripod, so I'm hoping that maybe I can get one or something in the next couple of years. But the problem is that I have not been uploading videos for the last couple of years. It's just been busy for me. I traveled to Las Vegas back in February of this year to see Reba. Unfortunately, though, I did not get to meet her, even though I really wanted to. They did say that I could have her autograph, and I got it. So that was pretty cool. Matter of fact, I'm planning on going to see her again next year. That is if all works out. But I don't know yet. We'll have to wait and see. But I have been a fan of hers since I was 16. And she came out, I think that was in 2009. So that was 2009. So then 2010 I was 17. 2011 I was 18. So. And I was just turning 17. I was 17 in 2010. So, I was pretty young at the time, so I had braces and I was a total geek, but, nobody thought of that. So anyway, interestingly enough, I have Asperger's and I was diagnosed 20 years ago. So I was diagnosed at 4. And I love being me. It's just, interesting. A lot of people wonder what is autism and what is the statistics about it. Well, I can tell you right now that a lady that I met, because she had a book signing and stuff, named Temple Grandin, wrote 2 books. I think she has more out, but one of them is called Animals in Transition. And it's basically like the thoughts of animals and stuff. It's pretty cool. And how she used the squeeze machine and all that good stuff. It's very cool. So if you have an autistic person or if you know of one or whatever, I recommend that book to them. If they can, take a look at it and stuff and get their idea and their interpretation of it. And I think the other one is just about her life. I can't remember the name of it for the life of me, but I'm hoping that someone can tell me in the comments. Then, when my brother came along, it's like, it was, my dad was deployed in the military, in the Air Force for about 3 years. So from 1 year to my life to about 3 years, so about from 93 to 96, so about 3 years of my life, my dad was gone. And it was awful because I never really got to see him until he came back because he had dystonia. Well, they didn't know about it then like they do now. And dystonia is basically like when your muscles tight up or whatever, or dystonia is just a general term of it. But I won't get into that because I'm going to get hatred comments on that. And I don't want that, so. But the main focus today is me. I usually don't get hatred comments on my videos, but sometimes I do. And it's very rude. I don't like comments that are rude and disrespectful and stuff like that, and I generally don't leave disrespectful comments on people's videos unless I have to. But the main question I get is, what are the main comment I get is, I didn't know you were autistic. And I say, well, that's the whole point. You know, I'm moderately autistic. I'm not severely autistic. I'm not to the point where I rock back and forth, but I do things differently than most people do. Like, I have sensory problems. Like, certain things bother me and stuff. Like, my little brother can't go see a concert very often because they bother him so bad. The noises and stuff really just sent, like, chills down the spine. Like, with me, I can go see a concert of, well, it has to be country, though, but, and then, of course, you get George Strait, you get Reba McEntire. Those two are my favorites. So, if you want to check out my playlist of all different kinds of videos and stuff like that, check it out on my YouTube channel. But this is the first video I've made about my disability. And of course, I love being me. I don't hate it at all. Questions I get a lot, you know, what's it like or whatever. I mean, it's not like I'm transgender, but it's basically like a different viewpoint for people. Because when you think about it, it's very difficult to profoundly diagnose somebody unless you have a degree or whatever. I mean, if you do some searches online and say symptoms of autism, they can be confused with Rett syndrome, and also Fragile X. I have a friend whose son has Fragile X syndrome, and Rett syndrome is oftenly mistaken for autism. And if I got pregnant, which I'm not right now, but if I did, my chances of having a child with autism will probably be high, since, like, I'm the gene carrier of that. But we don't know, my parents don't know who carried the gene for autism that made me autistic or whatever, because no one in my family has it. So it's kind of a long shot for that one. But if you want to learn more, just go to Wikipedia and do some research and let me know what you think. The disability was actually named from Hans Asperger or whatever, and they called it Asperger's syndrome. A syndrome like Down syndrome or whatever, everybody's heard of that, where they have an extra chromosome, and that's all they got. But they look a little different. They look a little, you know, not really abnormal, but they don't look proportionate, you know, or whatever. They can still hold jobs. They can do normal everyday activities. They just have to be really careful because sometimes their heart can be compromised. So I just wanted to throw that out there and let you guys know that I'm still here. I'm still doing well. No longer engaged, but I have my great-grandmother's ring on. I have to take it off for work because I don't want that thing to get damaged or broken. So, yeah. I currently still have the same job. I still work courtesy at the grocery store and stuff. But, yeah. Those of you on my side of the town, you know what I'm talking about. But those of you not, please don't stalk me. You know, don't call me on my cell phone and leave me messages on my phone unless you are work or whatever. But anyway, enough of that, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye!